Cookie swirl, see? Cookie fans, woo! This green apple will be hiding in the video. Will you be able to tell where this green apple pops up? Watch it all the way till the end. Woo! Hello, Cookie fans! We are going to be doing a custom painting video today because we are going to be painting Rainbow Dash. Wait a minute, that's not Rainbow Dash. That's Sweetie Babs. Why is Sweetie Babs here? Oh, I know why. We're going to be painting Rainbow Dash as a foal. Whoop! Because this Rainbow Dash is going to turn back time and become a foal again. Oh, awesome! Well, we're definitely going to have to change some things. Sweetie Babs has this hole right here on top that we need to fill in. So I'm going to use my air dry clay, take a tiny little pinch, and just fill that into the hole. Because we want to have that filled. Rainbow Dash does not have a hole on her head, so neither can her full version. Use a little bit of some water on my fingers, and I can kind of help smooth that clay down. And as I'm smoothing it down, I'm going to push on it with my fingers to fill that hole. Just like that. Okay, now we have the hole filled. So now the next step, oh, can you tell what it is? How can we make Sweetie Babs look more like Rainbow Dash? Rainbow Dash has wings, so we definitely need to add that to Sweetie Babs. Now I'm gonna take an even bigger pinch of clay, roll it into a ball, and then split the ball in half. I'm gonna kind of roll it out a little bit like that, and then flatten with my finger to create somewhat of a wing shape. Now, because this is a younger version of Rainbow Dash, the wings should not be this big. I mean, because look at that. Because that would be like full-grown size Pegasus wings on her. So from there, I'm just going to take a pinch. You can always use a little bit of some water on your finger to help kind of keep that clay nice and smooth and kind of refresh it a little bit. Because sometimes it will start to dry out just a little bit. You want to keep this clay nice and smooth. Even then, I still think that wing is still a little bit too big. There we go. I think that would be pretty good. So now I'm going to take my clay and I'm actually going to pinch off some little pieces like this and roll them up to like little feather shape like this, just kind of long, and flatten them out. And I'm just going to kind of build on each one of these pieces. Just kind of press my clay on and just kind of layer on those feathers, or just a little feathered look. So there I've created my little wing just like that. And of course I need two of them because Rainbow Dash has two wings. There's my two wings, just like that. Now I'm just gonna leave everything to dry. Now that the clay has dried, I'm just gonna seal everything in with some Mod Podge. Give this a really good shake. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this Mod Podge just over the clay areas, just to kind of help seal it in. And of course, I'm gonna paint the wings too. All right, it's been overnight, so all of the clay pieces have hardened and everything is nice and dry with that little Mod Podge on top. So I'm gonna start with her hair. Right now, of course, it's this really pretty pink color, but I'm gonna go ahead and even everything out and paint a base coat layer of white. Just open this up. Ooh, okay, it looks like the paint might be a little bit old. Some of this crusty out. Ew. So this definitely happens when paint gets old. It just kind of crusties like that, and you kind of have to clean them out every once in a while. Now I'm ready to get painting. So now I'm just gonna paint this white coat on just to act kind of like as a primer base coat. And because Rainbow Dash's hair is so super duper colorful, I mean, hello, she's Rainbow Dash, and that's where all of her rainbow color is. I want those colors in her hair to be extremely, extremely colorful. So this white base should also help make those colors as bright as they possibly can be, instead of just painting it right on the pink, because it could pull up a little bit of that pink undertone color, but we don't want that. We want it to be bright and colorful. And of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just the undercoat. Nobody is going to see this white layer. So it doesn't even matter if it gets on her neck or her face or anything, because of course, Rainbow Dash is going to be painted blue. The only place I do want to be careful is close to her eye, because I want to keep the shape of her eye so that way I don't have to repaint it. Just makes it a little bit easier. Why create more work for yourself when you don't have to? All right, now we can start painting her. Now we can start painting her mane and tail. So we are gonna need all the colors of the rainbow, starting with red. So put some of this red on my brush, which is called Red Apple. Wouldn't that be so perfect for Applejack? You got that right, Sugar Cube. Kind of is the color of my apple cutie mark. And I'm going to start it on one side of her and then just kind of swoop it over to this side. Then we're also gonna go in with the bottom of her tail. And that is where I'm gonna add the red. So a little bit of some red too. Make it so you can see it on both sides. Now that red has dried, now we're gonna go in with orange. Of course, always shake up your acrylic paint. Get all that color mixed up. Let's see, how's this paint looking? All right. So you guys know that sometimes all these crusties kind of get built up inside of the paint lids. You always gotta pick them out. Oh yeah, looks like there's a little bit of some old paint in here. Go ahead and we'll get this out of here. Ew, get out of here. Oh, can't forget about these. Make sure to take your friends with you. Oh, wait a minute, this whole piece, ew, just gloopied. Ew, a little bit on the brush. Now, Rainbow Dash seems to have a really big streak of orange right in the front of her hair. So I'm mostly gonna paint this orange because I want that to represent that big giant streak that she has. At least that's what it looks like whenever you Google pictures of Rainbow Dash. She mostly has orange in her mane. And then I'm gonna add a small streak of orange also in her tail because you know her tail is just gonna have the whole rainbow in it. Now this orange that I'm using is a little thin, so I'm actually gonna go over it with a different color orange because this isn't quite the color I wanted, but it will make for a really good base coat orange. Oh, can't forget this side. While that's drying, let's check on the red because I never actually cleaned out the top of the red. Yeah, I need to clean this out too. Look at that. See that piece? Get that old paint out of here. I rarely open up my paints from the very top, so the cap always gets very gunky. Ew. Okay, there we go. Ew, come on, let go, let go. Goodbye. Oh, no, I found more inside of the orange. Okay, I'm just gonna have to clean every single color out. All right, now I'm gonna go in with a totally different orange just because I like this one a little bit better. It's a little bit darker and I think it's just a little bit more Rainbow Dashy, you know? But the only thing is with this paint, as you can kind of see, it's a little bit transparent. So that's why we did the base coat. So let's give Rainbow Dash a little bit, yes, there we go. Just kind of darken up that orange. That's the color that I was hoping for. Just paint that on there. Here we go. See? Just darkened it up. So if I painted this color orange on its own, it just wouldn't be as dark. Again, it just is kind of one of those transparent paints, just a little bit. All right, Rainbow Dash, now it's time for yellow. Whoop, but first, ooh, this paint is really, really hard in here. There we go. Ooh, big giant old clump. And I can just add that streak of yellow. And the yellow to her tail. All right, now let's go in with the green. This crisp green should do the trick. Let's see. Now, this is a brand new paint, so it shouldn't have any crusties or anything in here. Oh, wait a minute. No, there's still a little bit of some crusties in here. Ew. Ugh. So paint a strip of green on here. Guys, this is looking pretty rainbowy already. I am so excited. Connect these two, connect the sides together. Now we'll add the green to her mane, and we're just gonna start it right here and have it kind of swoop down. Now we can do this piece a little bit thicker because Rainbow Dash only has 3 colors in her lower mane. So she's got the green, she's got purple, and she's got blue. So we can do a pretty good amount of green. I'm gonna have it swoop on both sides just so you can see her rainbow mane either looking from her left or from her right. Now we're gonna go in with the bright blue. Ooh, uh-oh, this cap is a little hard to get off. Let's see, is it, ew, yep, had to clean it out. This will make it so much easier to open. I'm telling you, this is the magic, now my toothpick broke. Okay, well, this is the magic trick to make your paint caps easier to open for sure. So I still have to work on this. Get all that dried paint. Ugh, oh, there we go. Oh, it like popped at me. Oh, there we go. Here's a big crusty right there. Ugh, anything here? Ooh, ooh, there we go, gloopy. Guys, after this blue, now there's just one more color to add in. Now add the blue to her mane. All right, now the last color for us to add in is the purple. Just give it a little check here. Oh, yep. Until every single one of these has basically had gloopy. Ugh. So here we go, adding in the very last color. Now that her mane and tail are all painted, now we're gonna go and work on her eyes. Rainbow Dash has beautiful, beautiful dark pink eyes, so I'm just gonna use this pink eraser color. Now I'm gonna use a toothpick because now I have to paint really, really small. And carefully, carefully, I'm just gonna paint. And in that corner, I'm just gonna take it and drag it just a little bit. And of course, always take your time when painting with eyes. There's no need to rush. That looks really good. Now the other side. Woo! All right, eyes have been painted. Ew, gloopy. Ugh. Oh, there's so much in here. Then of course, if you kind of wanted to clean up the eye just a little bit, you can go in with either black or white and just kind of touch up any areas that you feel like you need to. There we go. Kind of tightens up that little pink area there. Same thing right here. Just kind of touch this up. There. Ooh, oh, can't forget to add purple to her mane. I almost forgot. She has it in her tail. She definitely needs it in her mane too. There we go. All right, you guys. So we are chugging along. And now the next step, now that we've painted Rainbow Dash's mane and tail all rainbowy, she's got her Rainbow Dash colored eyes. Now we get to paint her body. So Rainbow Dash is this really beautiful, beautiful blue color. So I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna use this cloudless color, but it's a little tiny touch light. So I may have to mix it with a little bit of this darker blue to kind of customize and get like the perfect Rainbow Dash color. So give them both a good shake. And I'm gonna paint the lighter color, the lighter color first, just to kind of get the color going and get the color on her. Now, also take note that Sweetie Babs also does not have a cutie mark, even though I started painting right here. She does not have a cutie mark at all. So that's because she was just not mature enough to know exactly what her cutie mark was going to be. So I think we're gonna do exactly that for this young Rainbow Dash, that I'm not gonna paint a cutie mark on her later once I get her whole entire body all painted on. So we'll just pretend that she is just too young and she does not have her cutie mark yet. So once that first layer dries, then I'll go in with a second coat of paint, just right on her body. Then I'm gonna go in and paint the same thing, 2 coats of this cloudless blue on her face. Now, her face, I have to be a little bit more careful because now I'm gonna be going around her mane and around her eyes. And I would really like to not have to repaint her eyes. So I'm just gonna take my time. Just makes it a little bit easier not to have to worry about her eyes if I don't have to repaint them. I am gonna paint over her eyelashes, but that's okay. That's pretty easy to just add right back in later. Now we're gonna start mixing up some colors to try to create the perfect Rainbow Dash color. Even though little Rainbow Dash, that color looks pretty good. I could probably just leave her like this and just keep painting her like this, but I'm gonna try to lighten it up and maybe get it a little bit closer to this color. So let's take a little bit of my cloudless color and we'll mix it with, probably this one, this blue cotton color. That looks pretty good. Mixed together. Yep, look at that. That's a pretty good Rainbow Dash color. So now I'm just gonna coat Rainbow Dash in this brand new custom color. I think this color looks so good. Now it's good that I made this kind of my last coat because I want to keep the paint nice and smooth. Sometimes if you apply too much acrylic paint, the pony kind of gets like this melty look. It looks like the paint just kind of melted on it. And now we will paint a layer on her face too. Keep that paint nice and smooth. That's the trick. You don't want to see any brush strokes or any like paint globbies. And of course, what I do to Rainbow Dash's body, I'm gonna do the same thing to her wings as well. So give them a nice coat of cloudless color. Now, before I glue her wings on, I'm just gonna now go in with some black and paint her 3 little eyelashes. And I'm really excited because I actually got a brand new brush. Look at how pointy this one is. So this is a really nice brush. Dip it in my black, and I'm just going to paint on her lashes. Now, of course, I could always do this with a toothpick too, but I thought this would be a good time to try out this new brush. No! Okay, I moved it down a little bit too much. All right, it's eyelashes time. 1, 2, 3. Those are way thick. Let me try the other side with my toothpick and see if I like the toothpick better. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I definitely like my toothpick much better than that paintbrush. No. I'm gonna go over it with a little bit of white. And that is why I paint with toothpicks. I definitely prefer the control on them a lot better. Whew, okay, let that dry. So now I'm ready to try this again. So now I've got her coat color back on. I'm gonna go in with my toothpick this time. Do 1, 2, 3 lashes. Whew. Okay, there we go. Much better. Thank you, toothpick. Now I'm going to glue on her wings. So for this, I'm going to be using my tacky glue. I'm going to put a little dab of it right on the back of the wing. And then I'm just going to hold it in place. Oh, exactly where I want it. It could be a little messy. Here we go. I want it right there. And same thing on the other side. Add my tacky glue and place the wing. Now I'm going to use a little bit more tacky glue on my toothpick, just to add a little bit more glue, just right at the bottom for just a little bit more reinforcement. Oh, that wing is falling a little bit. Just kind of blend it in with her body. Now I'm going to let these wings dry overnight. Oh, I cannot wait to see her when she's completed. All right, it is now the next day. Rainbow Dash has had a chance to have her wings completely dry, and they look so good. It's just a little bit shiny and glossy where I had the glue, so I'm just gonna paint over that. You know, the same colors of Rainbow Dash's body, so that way it all matches. All right, now the very last step to complete this custom is to seal everything in with this DuraClear matte varnish. A little bit on my brush, and just paint all of Rainbow Dash to seal in all of that paint. All right, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where's Rainbow Dash? I'm right here. I mean, where is young Rainbow Dash? You know, Rainbow Dash whenever she was a young little filly. Oh, here she comes! There she is! You guys, look at how cute she is. So now we can actually see what Rainbow Dash looked like when she was younger. I mean, look at it. She's the same size and the same age as Apple Bloom. Rainbow Dash, how'd you get so small? I don't know, but I'm still awesome. Okay, Rainbow Dash will always be awesome. So I think this totally turned out. I love her little wings. They blend in beautifully with her body. Of course, this Rainbow Dash doesn't have her cutie mark yet like her older self here, but I think everything else basically matches up. I'm loving the yellow and the red and the orange, and then of course her tail has a lot more rainbow colors in it than the original Rainbow Dash figure, this one right here, so it's just a little bit more colorful and just that much more awesome. So I am so happy. This was such a fun craft. Did you guys enjoy this video? Should I customize Apple Bloom into a younger version of one of the My Little Ponies? If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I hope you have a rainbow-licious day today, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, Cookie fans. Stay awesome. Cookie Shirts, I have a brand new store with Teespring. So this is the only place you can get your official Cookie Swirl CTs. And I have a brand new t-shirt just for the summer. This is the Cookie Swirl Ice Cream Tee. Yum! Ooh, hello there, Cookie fans. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! Okay, I got it. Did anyone see where this green apple was hiding during the video? Was it while I was painting Rainbow Dash's mane red, orange, yellow, green, blue, or purple? Who saw the apple appear? Bye, Cookie fans! Woo!